Next we will do Fall 2010 Math 112 Test 2, number 23 and 24 in this section here, in this part here. Okay, number 23, we have complex fractions involving mixed numbers. Now this is, you don't see this question in the book. Okay, when it comes to advanced part, you need to have enough maturity to be able to do problems in this section. Okay, now if you don't study hard enough, if you don't know how you do stuff, very likely you don't even know how to start. Now here we have two methods. First method, LCD method, but if you take a look here, the LCD of 15 and 20 is 60, 20 and 16, I think that's 80, right? The LCD of 60 and 80, I think that's 240. That's way too big. So I think with that reason, I will not do LCD method. I will use conventional method, in which I will do the top and the bottom simultaneously but independently. In other words, when I say simultaneously, means I will do both of them at the same time. I will compute both of them at the same time. Independently means I will not, the computation I do on the top has nothing to do with the computation I did at the bottom. Also, I need to do them as a package. Do not separate the computation. Okay, even though at the end you still get the same answer, but that's not the issue. It's about how you write your work properly. Okay, now a lot of time in math you don't do well simply because you don't show your work properly. Okay, remember that. Okay, now let me start. On the top, the LCD of 15 and 20 is 60. And if I multiply the top, the top left here multiplied by 4, so on the top will be 44. And then here by 3, so this will be 33. Right? At the bottom, the LCD of 20 and 60 is 80. Multiply this by 4, I get 68. And multiply this by 5, I get 65. Okay, now then I will compute both of them aside. Let me do it down here. Let me do it down there, aside. Okay, on the top there will be negative, but negative what? 7633 over 60 minus 7344 over 60. I will need to do borrowing, so 7593 over 60 minus 7344 over 60. Okay, now then I subtract, I get 2, what is that? 49 over 60. Right, that's for the first one on the top. 249 over 60. Now the one at the bottom here, small minus big, that's negative. Okay, and then I will subtract backward. 8165 over 80 minus 7968 over 80. Do not try to subtract that right away from there. Okay, simply because it is not written in the way we're supposed to process that, you very likely make mistake. Now trust me, the reason I write the question this way, because I want you to show the work this way. Okay, if you trust yourself too much that you can do it mentally here, okay, then you will not be able even to see if you make a mistake. You will only see if you do it right if you do it right. Okay, if you don't write it down properly, you will never see if you do it right or not. Okay, keep that in mind. And then from here, then we say, oh, I need to do borrowing, right? See, if you go back there, do you realize you need to do borrowing? I don't think so. I don't think so. You will only realize you need to do borrowing if you write it this way. Okay, the training you have here is I need you to write it down so that you see. The further you go into math, then maybe at some point in the next level, you don't need to write this down anymore. You can do it mentally. But now, no, write it down. Okay, I will do borrowing. This becomes 80, 145 over 80 minus 79, 68 over 80. And this will be 77 over 80. Okay, so I will bring this up there, negative 177 over 80. Okay, now let's go back. From here I will rewrite it into division. If I divide by negative number, I use parentheses, right? And what do you think I need to do next? How to divide mixed number? Improper fractions, that's right. Negative 169 over 60 divided by negative 157 over 80. And then I will flip that. This is 4, this is 3. The product will be positive. And on the top, if I multiply 169 times 4, you can do it on your scratch paper. It will be 6, 27, 6. And then at the bottom, if I multiply 3 times 157, it will be 21, 4. Okay, now because we have mixed numbers to start with, and because I end as an improper fraction, then I will need to change. I cannot stop there, therefore I need to go to make it into a mixed number. And when I make it mixed number, it will be 205 over 471. Okay, now I'm not sure. I don't think we can simplify this though. This will be, if I reduce by 5, this is if I try to do the prime factorization to know what are the common factors they have. This will have 5 times 41, while this one has no 5, and I don't think this is multiple of 41 either, so we stop there. Okay, that's for number 23. Number 24. We have mixed numbers all the way. We need to divide this, multiply this, and then later on subtract. Right? According to the order operations, I can do this and this at the same time because they are the same rank and low rank in between. Now, to multiply and divide mixed numbers, I will first turn them into improper fractions. And then for the division, I need to flip first. For multiplication, I can do cross cancel. That's 49 over 2. Now I will go on with the multiplication here, continuation of that division. This is cross cancel 1 and 1. This is 5 and 4. So I get negative 5 over 4 minus 49 over 2. The LCD is 4. This is 98 over 4. And then when I compute that, the same sign, common denominator, So I will keep the denominator and keep the sign, and I add the numbers. That's 103, which is negative 25/3/4. Okay, now that's for fall 2011 test, Math 112 test 2, number 23 and number 24.